Speaking of positive, texting. Welcome back, America. It is a wet my whistle Wednesday here in the mid-sector. Redoubtable one himself, Thomas. A highly questioned one, RJ Miliaccio, segment 1, NFL recap. The divisional round, I thought, lived up to its hype. 3.5 of those games were good. It was only the second half of the Baltimore Texans game that wasn't good.
Okay, that got out of hand. What was the Saturday night game? Oh, Niners, Green Bay. Niners, Packers.
That was going to be close.
I know, you did tell me.
And I tell you what right now, Green Bay should have won that game. If we're being honest, they probably should have won that game.
Dude, Brock Purdy threw a couple balls right into hands of
he dodged
linebackers.
A couple of bullets. He did. The last drive, to his credit, he delivered.
Yeah, he looked great.
He looked great.
So then Sunday, the Lions game was good.
Yeah, it was good. But we got to talk about the ending again.
Yes,
that was because I forgot about this. I remember, but I didn't go into it. He broke it down off the air. There were two bad errors at the end of that game by both head coaches, which will lead us into another segment about why is Bill Belichick not in demand. Because if you let Tom explains this, you're going to understand why Bill Belichick should be more in demand after what he tells you. These are two playoff coaches, I might add, who did this. So real quick. You know what happened in terms of it was 31-23. It was a game. Tampa Bay had the ball with a chance. Baker throws the pick. But
I'm trying to pull it up because I want to be able to, because I actually did not see it.
I didn't see it either because when Baker threw the pick, I assumed it was over.
But basically, it was a situation where the Lions were running the clock out. Mm-hmm. Tampa had one timeout.
Yes.
And it was third down for the Lions. Mm-hmm. And they hiked the ball before the play clock had completely run out. Therefore, giving Tampa a chance to call timeout and force them to make a decision.
Yeah.
Either kick a 49-yard field goal. Or punt the ball and make Tampa go the length of the field in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, with no timeouts.
Okay, now, if Detroit had let the play clock fully run out,
it
would have been under 40 seconds.
Example number 1 of why Bill Belichick. Go ahead. Sorry, this is the first one. Go ahead.
And when I can't even explain it because I need to see it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have mattered. Like Tampa wouldn't have been able to stop the clock enough in order to get them to punt the ball. However, Tampa chose not to call a timeout after Detroit hiked the ball too early. So I know I just botched it.
But but there were two. The point is, in a playoff game in the division round, two coaches who, by all accounts, had great years, made two mistakes that a guy like Bill Belichick doesn't make. And it could have cost them, okay? It could have cost Detroit their season had Tampa Bay's coach had a freaking clue. And it certainly cost Tampa Bay their season because they lost any chance that they had. They would have had one more chance because Detroit botched this. But one bumbling boot was like a case of Dumb and Dumber. I'm going to screw it. And then Tampa Bay went, no. You're not going to one-up me, sir. Okay, that's what happened. And again, we'll get into the whole why is Belichick not in demand. But that is two examples of why he should be. Because honestly, if Todd Bowles was a good coach, that could have come back to bite Detroit in the ass. Okay? And if Detroit had a good coach, it would have never come to that. Or the chance never would have been there. And that raises questions. Now they win, so it's all well and good. It's water under the bridge, and they're going on to the NFC Championship. But what if they lost that game?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Can you imagine that? I mean, since 1957, that fan base has been starving for winter, and they lose because of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the deal. So. Either way, Tampa would have gotten the ball back if they used that final timeout.
Had they used the timeout.
Okay, so either way, they would have gotten the ball back one more time. Now, here's the thing. So there's 37 seconds left. There was 14 seconds left on the play clock.
Yep.
So if Detroit does the right thing...
It goes down to 23 seconds.
It goes down to 23 seconds.
Yep.
They hike the ball. They kneel. Tampa calls timeout with 23 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Then Detroit, if they kick a field goal... That takes 4 seconds off. If they make it, it's an 11-point.
It's over.
It's over. Because then it's 2 possessions.
Yeah, it's over.
However, if they miss it,
Tampa gets the ball at the
spot.
At
the spot they kicked it.
At the spot.
And then you gotta, like you said earlier, if you catch one deep ball and spike it, and maybe get a couple shots at the end zone.
What?
Kind of weird.
And again, I'm wondering. Now again, I'm not in either of those fan bases. So I mean, the real diehards that know football, and every fan base has a few of them, are probably looking at that, going, "Good God, good God."
Yeah.
I mean, but they're few and far between. But the national media brought it to their attention because they've got guys in there. That's what they do, is to pick this thing apart.
Well, there were people on Twitter going, "Why didn't they call a timeout?
Why didn't they call a
timeout?"
Yeah, so people knew about it or aware of it, but the Tampa Bay coaching staff was not. Yeah. That's a problem. I mean, and this, again, I'll say it again till I'm blue in the face. My father taught me this. He now knows it, and he sees an example of it every fucking week, so he knows I'm not lying. More games are lost in this league than won, and that is an example of it. Just the latest one where a team fucked up, and because the other guy was equally incompetent, he didn't know to take advantage of it.
Yeah, the Lions didn't bleed the clock enough. So when they hiked the ball and snapped it, there was 37 seconds left. Boom, they kneel.
Yeah.
If Tampa calls a timeout there, they miss the field goal.
Yep.
Tampa has the ball in their own 39-yard line.
And at that point, call it 35 seconds. So they missed the field goal. Say it's 35.
That's true.
Call it 30 seconds. All Tampa Bay has to do
I think 30, 32 maybe.
If we'll say low end, we'll give it, going on the judge, call it 30 seconds. Tampa has no timeouts. But listen to me on this. Tampa Bay has 2 Super Bowl Hall of Fame receivers.
Mike Evans was behind that defense.
Mike Evans, look at the numbers. And Mike Evans had some drops. He was right about that. But look at the numbers he ended up with.
Oh, did he have drops?
Yeah, but he also had 447 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Baker made a couple nice throws to him.
Baker played great in this game except for that one throw. But the thing is, with 30 seconds left, when you got 2, like this Godwin, these 2, both of them, you get one of these guys down the seam for 25 yards. And I've seen Brady do this.
Well, Otten was getting open.
Otten was getting open all game long. Otten, you get one of these guys in the seam. So at think about this. Now, if they got at this 39-yard line, say it's the 39, 25 yards, 11 is the 50. So
11 is the 50.
So think about this. Go from the 50, go 14 more yards. Now you're at their 36-yard line. They run up, so they complete it. Say 10 seconds goes off the clock. They spike it. Now they're at
20 seconds left.
36-yard line with 20 seconds to go.
You can take 3 shots at the end zone.
And not only can you take 3 shots, you could probably take a couple of dink and get 10 yards closer, and then take 2 really good shots at the end zone. If
you can throw a couple sideline plays.
Yeah, because at that point you can use the sideline.
If they gave them to you.
I'm saying, but the point is, there's a couple things you can do there. The point is, at 36 yards out, that's not a Hail Mary.
You could even complete one deep down the middle, run up and spike it again with 20 seconds.
Alabama, Auburn. 32-yard line.
Yeah.
4th
and 31.
4th from the 32-yard line, whatever it was, 31-yard line. 5 yards closer. Look what happened. One play. And by the way, if they get a pass interference in the end zone, what happens? The ball goes on the 1-yard line. So this is where Todd Bowles, and I've always said he's a bad coach. Here, all of this could have happened, and the thing is, he had the weapons to do it. But he never gave it a chance.
Here's the thing.
He just said the game was over.
Here's the thing I don't like about it is when they asked him about it. So look, it seems like everybody missed it. I don't know why somebody wouldn't have called a timeout. This is
the kind of shit that made the Patriots the dynasty that they were. This is literally the kind of shit they would do to you.
Here's what he said. So I guess somebody asked him, was like a gentleman's agreement not to call that timeout.
What?
And he said, it's not a gentleman's agreement. They were in field goal range. We'd have had 12 seconds calculated after using that timeout to come back from it. No, that's not true.
That's not true because they could have.
It was at 37 seconds.
That's not true.
Doesn't take 25 seconds to kick a field goal.
That's not true. It takes 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Then we'd have been down 11 points. So it's kind of pointless. Now you're assuming they would make it.
This is why he's a bad coach.
And he said, you kind of know when the game is over.
No, you clearly don't know.
Apparently not.
He clearly doesn't know when it's over.
It wasn't over then.
Okay. And remember now, this is the same guy, mind you, who got promoted on, are you ready for this? A blown coverage with Tampa Bay's chance to repeat on the line after Tom Brady brought him back from 27 to 3 down. His defense of all people, Cooper fucking Kupp. Now, refresh my memory, Tom. That year, what did Cooper Kupp historically do? What did he do that year? I'm a little fuzzy, but I've been talking to Yoda. Betty's hanging out.
Was it yards or receptions?
It was the Triple Crown. It was all 3.
Oh, that's right.
It was receptions, yards, and
touchdowns?
No, he didn't break Rice's record, but he was right. It's Randy Moss's record. He was 23, but it was per catch.
He broke both those records?
No, he didn't. He broke the yardage one and the reception one. Yeah. Jeez. And then and by the way, he led the NFL in all 3 categories that year. That's the Triple Crown. So this guy, of all people, ran right down the seam.
Yeah.
No one picked him up, okay? And Matthew Stafford just threw a dart 35 yards downfield, and he was one-on-one with the safety. By the time the safety got there, it was too late. And this guy got promoted for that.
The field goal
and to win it. And this guy got promoted for that. How many professions can you fuck up on that level and get a promotion? I can only think of one.
To be fair, though, he did a good job this year. Until that.
Well, he did it until it. But the point is, they have talent. The defense was top 10.
I know.
They have 2 Hall of Fame receivers. Baker Mayfield is not a bad quarterback. This just in. Last time I checked, when he was healthy, he went to the Final 8 in the AFC.
I know.
So he's got a capable quarterback.
Good job
the offensive line was healthy this year. Last year it wasn't. Okay? They have a good running back, too. The tight end ought to improve. He got better. Okay? So listen, from a talent perspective, this is no fluke Tampa Bay was there. It really wasn't.
Especially not in the South.
Not in that division. Absolutely not. So the thing is,
it's like the AFC.
Did they underachieve? Did they overachieve? Or did they do what they were probably supposed to do given their talent?
Yeah, maybe right on.
Because that defense, when healthy, I said it, that defense healthy, it's top 10, it still is. And it was. So my thing is, he had a chance to give them a chance to win it, and he thought it was over.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick, for everything I say about him, would never have fucked up like that.
No way.
Never. In fact, that's the kind of shit that made him that's what got him his reputation. That's the kind of shit he would do.
Nowadays?
I can prove it. When they played in Denver in 2003, he got the punter to take a safety on purpose on Monday Night Football and forced them to kick back so they get the ball back, and they won the game on the last drive. Who would have thought of that? Who else would have thought of that?
That was when he was in his prime.
That's when he had Tom Brady.
Exactly. And he was a different guy with Tom Brady.
I think that's been established.
That's all I'm saying.
But
right
the
now,
thing is, hold on a second though. But if he was in that situation in the playoffs, I think he does that.
So I see why you say that, but then I think about when his team lateraled the ball in a tie game with no time on the clock.
What game was? Oh, the Raiders.
Yeah,
I don't think he called that play.
I don't think he called it either. But like, so back.
I don't think.
But I'm talking about
that play is why Jacoby Myers is not back.
It wasn't him.
He's the one who threw the ball back.
No, it wasn't.
He gave it to Ramondre. No, it was either him or Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre tossed it to
Mac Jones.
No.
Yeah, it went back to Mac Jones.
Ramondre tossed it to
Jacoby Myers.
I don't think it was Jacoby.
I'm telling you, it was Jacoby Myers, and he's the one who tried to throw it back to Mac Jones. And the guy who picked it off was an ex-Patriot.
It was Chandler Jones.
Lost it. Who Bill Belichick let go. Now, of course, by the way, I wasn't mad at Bill for this because the guy did walk into the Foxborough Police Department butt naked at 6 a.m. stoned. And that's why Bill didn't resign him. And I get it, okay? Because that's grounds for firing. I get it. Okay, but...
no, Chandler Jones has completely lost it.
I know. I'm saying that's why Bill let him go because...
That's why
he let him go. So
it was Jacoby
Myers.
That is probably
now, by the way, and that's where Bill Belichick fucks up. Because you know what Jacoby Myers was trying? Again, it was wrong, but he's trying to win the game in his last play. He wasn't giving up.
No, what happened...
He should have played for overtime.
No, what happened to him... Yeah. Ramondre Stevenson, or whoever the running back was... had no business lateraling to him. And I think when he caught it, he was just like, oh shit, are we running the lateral? Like, are we about to win the game? It was such a surprise.
And yet we kept Ramondre Stevenson.
Right. I think.
and threw Jacoby Myers under the bus.
But I literally think that's what happened. It was so shocking, he completely forgot what was going on because there's no way that was supposed to happen.
Does that deserve a life sentence, though?
No.
But if you're Bill Belichick, it is. So, in any event, but
referred to as the lunatic lateral, the Las Vegas,
the loony lat,
the collateral damage, the Hail Moron,
the loony lat,
the vagary in Vegas, the Sin City Miracle, the Flick 6.
I'm still going with the loony lat because you got to be a loony to lat that.
I just
loony lat. Anyway, so Detroit dodged a bullet because Todd Bullitt didn't know there were any left in the gun. Okay, so which brings us to the one that lived to its billing, the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. You've spent 72 hours listening to how much this was Josh Allen's fault and all of the bullshit. Do I blame Josh Allen for that last drive? Yes. Do I blame Josh Allen for the whole game? No, because he outplayed Mahomes for most of that game. And if you look at the numbers, he did. And he was playing against the better defense because Buffalo's defense was banged up. They were banged up. Not as bad as Miami's was the week before, but they were pretty banged up. So Buffalo found a way to lose it.
So was the Chiefs.
The coach.
Chiefs had people dropping like flies in that game.
The coach going for it on the punt.
Awful.
Fucking awful.
To DeMar Hamlin.
You brought this up the other day, so you know how ridiculous. You're the one. I didn't remember who I didn't know who the lateral was to. When I heard that, I'm like, oh my god.
Well, because there's all these memes. Like, have you ever seen those? Like, it's kind of like Make-A-Wish stuff where like they hand a kid a ball on a field and all the players pretend to tackle
and it was
him.
DeMar.
Well, like, so everybody was saying this is what McDermott thought was going to happen, like when they handed the ball to Lamar.
Hamlin.
You know, I'm sorry, DeMar
Hamlin.
DeMar Hamlin. You know, because he had the heart issue. You know, he thought everybody was going to pretend to tackle him.
You know, what better time for a care package, America, than with your season on the line? I mean, what better?
Yeah,
what
but
better
then
scenario?
the only thing that could save a call that dumb is a Kansas City wide receiver.
What, the one who fumbled?
The one who fumbled, Mecole Hardman, who then KC gets the ball. I mean, they're easily going to punch that shit in.
A field goal.
They were just
field goal. It's over. It's 2 scores.
Field goal. They were on their way in.
I'm saying, but if they didn't, I'm saying at the very least, it's a 2-score game.
This guy thinks it's a good idea to do a 360 tumble and reach with the ball.
He was doing the.
You don't reach.
What ninja move was that from? What ninja move?
It was almost like a roundhouse.
He was doing a ninja. He was doing a.
It was like a tornado.
Yeah.
Texas tornado.
Texas tornado move.
Remember that wrestler?
I do.
Texas tornado. I think his was like a kick.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mecole Hardman comes around on some sort of wide receiver handoff.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, what the fuck are you doing? But the play call actually, it worked.
Well, he was there.
I mean, he got.
Just go down.
Yeah.
Go down. You got first and goal on the 1 yard line. Go down.
I didn't play football, but I have heard like announcers like Aikman and other people say you're not supposed to reach in a crowd. They teach you not to reach.
Because the ball goes, because of what happened. Because it's happened before.
Fumbles through the end zone.
Yeah, it's happened, but we've seen it's happened to a number of teams over the years. It's not a secret.
Change of possession minus 20 yards.
Yeah, basically you go back to where you started. So, I mean, talk about.
No, but the other team gets it.
I know. The other team gets it. So basically it starts over. Like, all right, Buffalo didn't go for it on 4th down.
Exactly.
They just restart the whole fucking. So, no, it was.
That saved him.
So, but the thing is this. And then Stephon Diggs, who better not say another fucking word as long as he lives, he was targeted enough in this game. He drops the bomb. What a throw that was, by the way.
Yeah.
Down the sideline. If you're a number 1 receiver, you catch that ball.
Yeah.
You catch that ball. Josh Allen couldn't have thrown it any better than he threw it. He put it over the safety, on your right shoulder where it's supposed to be. You got to catch that ball.
He could have thrown it even deeper, but still. I mean,
it was right there.
Diggs was right.
It's right there. I don't know what else. It's right there. So
well, he had to slow down for it and jump up.
Okay.
But it literally hit him.
He had to slow down because the ball was ice, because they were playing in an ice bowl.
He threw it 60 yards.
I'm saying he put it 60 yards here in those conditions. That's pretty impressive. Okay. So my thing is.
I heard Dan Orlovsky slob his knob all morning the other day.
No, I mean, yeah. Well, look.
Dan Orlovsky's like, you can't criticize Josh Allen. It's like, why not?
Why not? You criticize every other quarterback.
Exactly.
Give me a break. You can't have it both ways. Now look,
exactly.
I thought he played a very good game.
He
made 2 mistakes in this game, and they were on the last. To me, that's the only thing he did bad the whole game.
That was bad.
He missed 2. These were ones he had. Here's the problem with these. He had the time and he had the timeouts. He acted like it was that this was it.
He acted like
this was it.
He acted like Tampa from the 36.
Yes.
With no time.
He had to do it.
I mean, he had Diggs running right in his face. Probably would have ran.
And did you see Orlovsky try to dismiss this? We don't know if what he does. I'm like, that's Stephon Diggs. I know what he does.
He's getting past that.
He's getting
defender.
at least another 5 yards. He's definitely getting it. You don't just sit there and because you want to make your case.
And that was 2nd down.
Yeah.
So, okay, now you're closer. Now, if you don't get it on 3rd down, it's not a 40 yard field goal. It's a 30 something.
The problem with the 3rd down is Kincaid's is binky. And he's right in front of him.
Right, and he throws it
to nobody.
Like,
he's coming. If he catches it, worst case scenario, it's 4th and 1.
I think you go for it.
And you either go for it, or at least it's 9 yards closer for a kick.
Dude, I feel like they could get 1 yard whenever the fuck they wanted it.
Oh, with a 6'5" guy like him, they could.
Yeah.
Yes. They could. And Cook, they could.
My
point is that this is why he's getting. And you know what? I love Marcus Spears because he said on news. You know why Tom Brady was the GOAT? Because he didn't always play the best. He just played the best when he had to.
In the final
moment.
drive.
When the moment had to. When they need, Tom Brady always made the play.
He's 6-6 on the final drive.
That's why he's the fucking GOAT. Because he wasn't always the whole game, but when it matters most, then he's Tom Brady. He puts the cape on. Josh Allen, for whatever reason, took the cape off.
Yeah.
And by the way, he didn't have to do anything spectacular. He had to simply take what the defense gave him, and he had timeouts.
Yeah.
So why did he do it?
Yeah, I don't know. That it's almost like it's similar to a poop yourself moment in that you lose the situation.
It's like he doesn't.
The situational awareness is gone.
It's like he thinks they have either no timeouts left, or instead of 44 seconds, they have 15 seconds.
Exactly.
Whatever he thought. Okay, because honestly, that's the only reason to justify what he did. But none of those scenarios were real.
Yeah, he definitely his mind was moving too fast.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
And
he had no need to force those deep throws into the end zone. And now the first one into the end zone was there if he makes the throw.
Well, if he steps, they keep saying the guy bumped him, or the lineman got pushed back into his foot. Whatever. Listen, the guy is. I've seen him throw the ball that far backpedaling. I've seen him throw the ball that far.
65 stepping into it. He can make that throw.
He should be able to make that throw.
Or
take one more step. It wasn't like he couldn't see the rush coming at him. Take one more step to the right and then step into it.
No, that's not Luka at regular speed. He's rubbing his knee.
What happened, Luka? So those big red shoes. All he's missing is the red nose. He's got the whole clown out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The blue wig.
The blue wig, the red shoes.
Yeah, but that's why I think you can say, like, Josh Allen played great until that final drive.
Until that final drive.
Looked good.
I thought he was the better player until that.
Mahomes wouldn't have done that. Mahomes didn't do that.
No, Brady would have. Oh my God, Brady was famous for this shit.
Yeah.
Well, the kicker the kicker got there because Tom Brady took what the defense gave him and didn't fucking go try to be a hero. Tom Brady didn't try to be a hero. Tom Brady tried to win the game. That's the difference. Right. That's the fucking difference.
He needed a field goal.
And by the way,
we'll get a field goal.
This is the biggest indictment of Brady's greatness. The team came first. Before his stats, before his everything. Aaron Rodgers can't say that, can you, Aaron? Not before your paycheck, not before your stats. That's why you got one fucking ring. Tom Brady's got 7 because he always put the team first, to the tune of over $100 million in New England. And he would have done this time after time after time after time. And Patrick Mahomes has learned. No, Tom Brady, not Tom Izzo. But I'm saying Patrick Mahomes has learned this. Patrick Mahomes now takes what the defense gives him. Yeah. And he just started doing it last year when he lost to Cheetah.
He's a smart ass.
He's a smart quarterback. He's a lot smarter than he was when he first got in the league. He has less turnovers. If these guys didn't lead the league in drops.
Oh my God!
I mean,
he would have had a great year.
I'd have been in the playoffs. So anyway, it wasn't his fault. But the bottom line is, this is where Josh Allen. And by the way, Dak Prescott fucks this up 6 ways to Sunday too. This is where Dak Prescott falls short. And by the way, this is why it's not about the physical. It's about the mental. So when someone says to me, this guy's more talented than that guy, that doesn't mean shit to me. It doesn't mean shit to me. I have examples from here to his fucking house as to where this overcame the physical.
Well, dude,
in every sport.
Did you hear what Jeff Saturday said on NFL Network?
I did not.
He said Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jordan. He went through all the quarterbacks, and he said he would take Josh Allen over every one of them every single time. Yeah. And it was like, but Mahomes just beat him for the 3rd time in the playoffs, and this time it was in his house.
In his house.
And you're taking Josh Allen over Patrick
And Josh
Mahomes?
Allen had the ball with a chance to win it and fucked it up.
And fucked it up.
And by the way, he had everything in his favor. Mm-hmm. He had the time, he had the down, the distance, he had the timeouts.
He had the crowd.
And he still fucked it up. And he had the crowd. And he had the crowd, and he still fucked it up. I would argue Josh Allen had a utopia. He had what every quarterback wanted. Wait, I'm going to have 2 timeouts.
The perfect storm.
I'm going to have 44 seconds left, and I've got this guy, Stephon Diggs and Kincaid, and this running back. I've got these weapons at my disposal. Oh, fucking all day long, give me the ball. All fucking day long, give me the ball. Okay? He fucked that up.
Another quarterback who wouldn't have fucked that up? Eli Manning.
Eli Manning wouldn't have fucked that up.
Now you can say what you want.
I've got 2 rings to prove he wouldn't have fucked it up.
He wouldn't have fucked it up. Eli had plenty of regular season disasters. I mean, 3 pick sixes.
So is Josh Allen.
I know. I'm just saying. But in the most important moments of the game, that's when Eli was at his best. That's why Giants fans love him. Eli was not this perfect quarterback that you have all these great memories about the amazing things he did. But in those 2 playoff runs that he had, he felt like the best quarterback in the world in those playoff runs. Obviously, he wasn't the best quarterback in the world, but he was amazing in those playoff runs.
But you got to have it. It's more about between the years.
You got to be calm
than it is. Why does everyone love Joe Montana? Joe Montana didn't have the best arm. Joe Montana played in an era with John fucking Elway and Dan fucking Marino. His arm was nowhere near. And again, Joe Montana had a good arm, but those 2 guys, iconic arm strength and accuracy.
Edwards.
Yep, there he is again. Okay, my point is, but Joe Montana beat those two in the Super Bowl because up here he was better. That's a fact. Okay? Don't tell me about the Super Bowl when Marino had Duper and Clayton, all those guys. He had as many weapons as Joe Montana did. They beat him 38-13. Because Joe Montana was fucking up here, far superior.
Well, San Fran D was legit too, though, right?
So was Miami's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Miami team was 14-2. Okay. Marino threw 48 touchdown passes. Okay, listen to me. That was his only Super Bowl appearance. He ran into Joe Montana, who didn't have Jerry Rice at the time. He had Dwight Clark, who's good, not Jerry Rice. Not even close to Jerry Rice.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
What did you think about Jason Kelsey?
With what? With the
during that game. You weren't watching?
Oh, no. I whenever they go up to that box, I look away. I vomit into a bag. I take a shot.
Why?
Because I can't. I'm so sick. Look, I have nothing.
You don't
personally,
like the Taylor Swift?
I have nothing personally against her, but I'm starting to hate her.
Why?
Because I see her more than I see commercials, and I don't like commercials. Okay.
It's just like Jack Nicholson at a fucking Laker game. They always show celebrities in the crowd.
Yeah, once.
No.
Not between every fucking play. Not between every series.
Jason Kelsey, Travis's brother, was jumping.
Let me ask you a question.
He was jumping out of the box, shirt off, chugging beers.
Let me ask you a question. I already know the answer to this. It's rhetorical. Before Sunday's game.
So you're not really asking me a question.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. This is why I'm sick.
So then just say it.
Okay. Well, how many times do you think Taylor Swift was on camera on average per game? Before Sunday. On average per game in the game she attended. Just give me a number.
Here's what I found.
5.
Close. 6.5.
Okay.
So that means Taylor Swift is more than there were players on the field, okay? She's getting close-ups in the box, 6.5 shots per game. Why?
Because she's one of the biggest stars in the world.
I don't give a fuck if Helena Troy is up there. You show her once, there's Taylor, good to see you, Taylor, and then I don't want to see her again. Okay, I don't want to see her every time there's a questionable call. What's going on in Taylor's box? What do you think they think, America? Who gives a fuck what Taylor thinks?
Every time, okay, so...
And I have nothing against her personally, but that's fucking ridiculous.
I remember when Eli was in the Super Bowl and Peyton was up in the box. How many times do you think they showed Peyton?
I don't care. Peyton played the game.
So what? He was cheering for him.
Show him once.
They showed him like 10 times.
Okay, so am I supposed to be okay with that too?
No, I'm just saying this isn't a Taylor Swift thing.
I'm saying I don't.
When there's somebody famous,
I don't turn on. There's a lot of famous people in those stands that probably weren't even shown because Taylor Swift was there. Hey, why don't you take the other show her once, take the other 5.5, and show us 5.
Why does it matter? They always show her in between.
It happens every fucking game they play.
They're going to commercial. So she's gorgeous anyway. So who cares?
If
she's got great music.
If I want to see Taylor Swift,
cool.
If I want to see Taylor Swift,
why can't they show her?
She probably has a website, right?
Yeah,
probably has several. Okay, if I want to see Taylor Swift, I'll go to YouTube.
But she's not cheering on her.
I don't put on Sunday Football to watch her 6.5 times per game or whatever.
Really?
6
seconds.
6.5.
6 seconds.
6.5.
6 seconds.
No, times.
Right. Each time it's like a second.
It's not a second. It's not a second.
Oh,
she's having a sip of beer. She turns around, yuck it up. She gives, Patrick's wife a hug or whoever.
Why does it bother you?
I'm sick of seeing it. It's like, okay, we get it. She's going to be at every goddamn game. And by the way, it's more than that because before the game even fucking starts, the second she gets into the arena, they show her coming in the arena and getting out of the limo.
Did you see
that?
To
see what because, inquiring minds want to, what's Taylor wearing for the game today?
Did you see the coat that was made by Yushef's, Kyle Juszczyk or whatever his name? His wife makes these like jersey jackets. Dude, it was sick.
I'm so glad I missed that.
But I mean, who cares? It doesn't bother.
Somebody cares because she keeps getting on the TV screen.
Well, no, I mean, who? Why? I just don't understand what.
I understand why I have to see her 6.5 times per
fight?
game. Yeah, I did.
Him and Grant Williams.
Yeah. Oh, look, Grant Williams starting another fight. He can't finish. Wait. Let me guess. It was Kevin Durant this time.
Yeah, it was.
Was it? Don't tell me it was Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it was.
Was it really Kevin? This man is monumentally stupid. Who can I piss off today that can smoke me?
Oh, look. Here he goes up.
Oh, that was Bradley Beal. What? That was.
He didn't hurt him.
He didn't hurt him. That was actually clean. What's wrong with that?
This must be something different.
So that doesn't look bad at all. Actually, this is a Donny.
Well, Bradley Beal probably hurt himself. Well, holy shit.
Who's that?
I thought Dallas was just up by like 10. What's that smell? Did you just burp?
Did I?
Did you burp Bea?
I might have.
I think I caught a whiff of that stank.
That's.
All right, so I don't mind seeing Taylor.
I don't mind seeing her once in a while. I don't want to see her
I think her and Travis Kelce are a good couple together.
They are a good couple, and I'm happy for them. That's not the point. I get all that, and I'm okay with all that. I'm just saying that 6.5 times during the game, and then I got to see her show up at the stadium. I got to see them leave together. I got to see what they were wearing. Hey, guys, where did they go for dinner after? I don't know. Let's get TMZ on it. Who gives a fuck?
Her fans.
Let them live their fucking life. Are you going to tell me that Taylor Swift actually enjoys all this attention?
I said her fans.
What about her? Hey, guys, can you turn the camera off for 5 minutes? I only do a 365-day fucking tour every year. How many times you got to see me?
My question anyway, before you started acting like an old man.
I'm 50. I am an old man.
No, you're not. You son of a bitch.
50's old. I'm old.
I was asking you what you thought of Jason Kelce acting like an animal.
He is an animal. What did he do? I didn't see it. What did he do? Let me guess. No, wait. Let me guess. He was drunk. Probably was drunk. He's retired.
I already said what he did. You heard me say it.
No, what did he do? He was drunk. Was he drunk?
He was jumping out of the box, shirtless, chugging beers.
Tell me he had a Viking hat on.
No,
Just tell me. Oh, that would have. Come on, Jason. If you're gonna do that.
Then he was holding up little girls to say hi to Taylor Swift, which was pretty cool.
Here we go again.
Bills fans.
Hey, you know who's in the? Guess who's up in the box?
Bills fans are handing their daughter to a shirtless drunk man.
He's not a shirtless. He's a soon-to-be Hall of Fame football player.
He's a shirtless drunk man
Who's a gentle giant who everybody loves.
I'm just saying.
You think they didn't know who he was?
Of course they knew.
Okay, then it wasn't a stranger.
Yes, it was a stranger.
It was Jason Kelce, who, if he farts in the wrong direction, it's going to be all over
Celebrities
the
are strangers. We don't know them.
Yeah, well, they had no problem giving him their kid.
Exactly.
So you're not okay with this?
I wouldn't have given my daughter to a shirtless man who was jumping around.
But Tom, it's Taylor. Taylor's up there, Tom. They're going to raise little Penny up to get it to the way of Taylor, Tom. Come on, Tom. You're okay with all this, Tom. No, you're not. Give me
fuck you. I said I was okay with seeing Taylor on TV. I didn't say I'd hand my 5-year-old daughter to a naked man.
He wasn't naked. He was half naked.
Okay, half naked. I would not feel comfortable handing my daughter to a man I don't know who is shirtless and obviously drunk.
Were the kids all returned safely?
Yeah. No, I mean, of course. Kelce didn't do anything wrong.
No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
I was just bringing it up, you son of a bitch.
Well, apparently you weren't okay with it. That's why you brought it up.
No, I was asking you how
I didn't see any of this.
And you started ranting about Taylor Swift.
I didn't see any of this.
So then I had to explain to you.
All I asked was he drunk? Which clearly he was.
And before the game, he was out there with Bill's Mafia tailgating. He took a shot out of a bowling ball. I mean,
see that
seemed like he had a good time.
Now see that I would have actually liked to see. That would have been. That's not Luka.
He made a behind-the-back pass to him.
Oh, nice. Okay. Anyway, while we're talking to you, at the half, we got a Donny in Dallas. Mavericks 58. The surging Phoenix Suns, who have won 6 out of 8, they finally had the whole lineup together. And they've won 6 of 8. That's 57, so it's a Donny in Dallas.
Bradley Beal finally playing.
Bradley Beal looks alive and well, America. So that'll be segment 2 with the basketball.
Could be trouble for the Lakers.
But anyway, look, it was a great weekend. I thought 3 games were definitely very good. Came down to the last possession. That's what you want. I mean, it didn't end the way that I thought it would, but I mean, look at Josh Allen has a lot of questions to answer.
I went 4 for 4.
You did. He did. He went 4 for 4. So we're gonna pick these games. We have 3 left total with the Super Bowl. So we're gonna go into this. What's the first game? Is it the? Is it?
It's the NFC.
It's the okay.
It's got to be right because Mahomes is on.
Mahomes, Lamar. Well,
it's got to be
but because Taylor's going to be there. I mean, come on, you gotta have that in prime time, right?
No, that is part of it.
I know it is. It's the fucking problem.
Why is that the problem?
I don't think the NFL needs help. They're the most popular sport in the world.
They don't mind getting more viewers.
They don't mind getting the fake ones. The ones that are there to see Taylor, not real football fans. That's what they're doing.
So what? It gets your ratings higher.
Their ratings are already the highest.
So what?
So you're telling me that Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes is not enough of a marquee to get people watching? Okay, that they got to put Taylor Swift in it too? I find that hard to believe.
I didn't say they have to.
I don't think they even need to.
Of course they don't need to. But if that helps you sell more ad revenue, like if Taylor Swift is at the Super Bowl rooting on Travis Kelce
for the upteenth time, kind of lost its luster. I'm not saying she shouldn't go and root her man. I know she should definitely do that.
The NFL
6.5.
The NFL wants as many viewers as possible. That's why they're showing her.
They're already getting
They're
all
greedy.
the market share by leaps and bounds. It's not even close. I couldn't even tell you who second is. They're not even in the rearview mirror.
Do you know how many people prior to this relationship didn't know who Travis Kelce was and now do?
You mean all the Swifties?
Yes.
Oh, the Swifties.
Yes.
Do you know how many times I give a fuck? Okay.
No, but you're acting like it's not going to create more fans for the NFL.
So what happens when Travis retires in a year? Then what?
Well,
He's 34. He's not going to play forever. What's going to happen then?
Well, a lot of them will fall off. So what? They got a spike in fans.
I don't
And
think
some of those people will then start rooting for the Chiefs, maybe.
this is Lamar Jackson's first AFC title game. He's going against the reigning preeminent. I don't think they need Taylor Swift Sunday. Just a
I
thought.
didn't say they did.
So I think the ratings are going to be through the roof for this fucking game because
I didn't say they
this is the
needed.
reigning king going to, because the thing is, until Kansas City wins that third ring, they're not a dynasty, and everybody knows football knows it. They got to win this Super Bowl, and Lamar is sick and tired of hearing he can't win the big one. He's finally got a team that can help him. This game is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be. This is honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen, but if you'd asked me when the playoffs started what would be my ideal, it would have been these two. It would have been these two. Honestly, because you got to be the king, you got to beat the king, and Mahomes is currently the king. This is the matchup you would have wanted to see. If we had gone back to the beginning 3 weeks ago, and I just everyone said, I want to see Baltimore. I would love to see those two face off in the championship. That's awesome. We got what we wanted. At the end of the day, we really got what we wanted. The league got what they wanted. They wanted to see these two. And trust me, this is going to be the most viewed game in a long time, Sunday night. If it's Sunday night. Is it Sunday night?
I think so.
Okay, well, let's start with San Fran, Detroit. Now, here's the thing. In spite of this gaffe by Campbell, Dan Campbell, he's had a hell of a run already in Detroit. He's turned that thing around. He's given a hopeless franchise hope. They were worse than the Jets. They were worse than the fucking Jets. They're worse than Cleveland. They're worse than Cleveland. At least Cleveland had Jim Brown.
I'm sorry, I was wrong.
What?
The 3 o'clock game is KC Baltimore.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Why'd they do that?
That's so fucking stupid. Well, they may need Taylor now. Why the fuck are you doing that at 3? That's got to be the prime time game.
Well, I guess Detroit and San Fran's a pretty good matchup too.
That's such a letdown.
Disappointed?
Yes.
What time's the girls' soccer game?
That's what I'm worried about. We're going to miss fucking part of this. You watch. 4 o'clock. $100
no
fucking
way.
4 o'clock on a Sunday.
That'd be bullshit.
I'm saying this right now. If it's 4 o'clock Sunday, I'm telling the wives, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going to go watch
it's
my
3:20.
Yeah, not going. I will find a way out of this. Because honestly, no, and no. Oh, wait, I'm going to go there again to watch my daughter run away from the ball instead of towards it? No, I've seen that show. No. He's laughing because he knows I'm right.
Not always.
Just 95% of the time. I mean, what are the odds? What are the chances?
You think she runs away from the ball 95% of the time?
I think she doesn't run towards it because she's afraid of it 95% of the time.
Gotcha.
And I've got a mountain of evidence to prove it. Where at least your daughter is a firecracker. She goes after it.
Yeah, she is pretty fearless.
She's
out there.
fearless. I love that about your daughter. My daughter has all the athletic talent in the world and not one fucking speck of competitiveness. And it's just...
She does when it comes to like being right in an argument.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Why doesn't that aggressiveness come out on the field?
I don't know.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. I don't get it. I've never got it. But then again, I'm not going to regale you with the story of the driveway and the lefty jump shot with no practice. I don't want to throw up again. Oh, you weren't there that day. Morgan was there. My daughter went around, came out in the driveway. I was working with Anthony. Quick story. On his jump shot, Mia comes out and goes, I want to play. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want to play. Come back after I'm done working with him. She goes, I want to play. I'm like, you're going to shoot the ball? She goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, go ahead, shoot it. Catches the ball. She's a righty, by the way. Catches the ball, left-handed, sets the feet, never coached her. Sets the feet from 10 feet out, goes all the way around, hits 8 in a row. Drops the ball. This is boring. Goes in the house. True story. Okay? Not one fucking out. Never. Didn't tell her, drop the shoulder, get the elbow down. Bang, 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 bang. 8 in a row, and she's right-handed. She shot it lefty, America. Not one competitive ball in that girl's body. Okay? If I could put her athletic ability into Penny would be fucking the female LeBron of the soccer league. Okay? Or if I could take Penny's mentality and put it into Mia's body, the other way around. Okay? But I can't do that, so in any event. So the point is, San Fran, Detroit, this game is in the Bay. Purdy looked very, very, very average until the last drive.
Opposite of Josh Allen.
Funny how that works in the moment. Debo is questionable still.
And if he plays, won't be 100.
He won't be 100%. I really, really, really want to pick Detroit in this game. And Jared Goff, by the way, is the better quarterback.
Yeah.
He is. He is the better quarterback. The difference in this game to me is San Fran has the better defense because they do. Now,
And they have the best player.
They do. They have McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Who put that team on his back against Green Bay, who I think is just as good as Detroit. And they proved it when they went down there and pistol whipped the Cowboys. Because that proved that was not a fluke. Yeah. If anything last Sunday night taught you, that was not a fluke. Because they outplayed San Fran and probably should have won the game. Jordan Love made one mistake.
He turned into Josh Allen.
He made one mistake, but he's a rookie. I mean, not a rookie, but it's his first year.
He's 4 years in the league.
But sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
He never played.
I know.
So to me, first year as a starter, he gets
But
to
he's
go.
not a normal rookie. He should.
He's
4
not.
years in the league, he should not have made that fucking throw. That was so bad. That was so bad.
I will say this. I don't think he's anywhere near his ceiling.
Of course not. This is his first year playing.
I'm saying he's only going to get better. It was a bad throw. It's inexcusable. It made no sense. It was just like he had time. He had timeouts. He didn't have to throw it.
He did the Josh Allen.
This is the problem. And this is why.
He was down 3.
And this is
Same
where.
as Josh
and
Allen.
it's so funny because all 3 of the guys I'm talking about who did this, physically speaking, are better athletes than Tom Brady. Because all 3 of them are.
Don't bring it back.
I will bring it back up because whenever
we spent 10 minutes talking about it.
I'm saying the game, a quarterback, it's more about this. We just talked about Eli Manning. These guys are better athletes than Eli Manning. I would take Eli Manning over any of the 3 of them in his prime because he won't do that in that moment.
Especially in the playoffs.
He won't do it in that moment, okay?
No.
He won't fold. He won't choke. He'll do the right thing when it matters most. That's why he's a Hall of Famer. Okay? And that's why he's better than the 3 guys I'm talking about. And that's why the physical doesn't matter. And you stupid freaking, it's always the same people. It's the people that they just want to see who runs the fastest 40 time. And who can throw the ball from the weirdest fucking angle. And who can do it. All that shit doesn't matter when you're trying to win the ultimate team sport. It's who's going to not make the mistake. Who's going to do the right thing when it matters most. And these 3 guys who are supremely talented all fucked up in similar fashion. Think about this for a minute. Think about those 3 guys, the year they were having, the games they were playing, and that moment happened. They all did the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unbelievable. No one's talking about that. Okay? So
we're talking about Jordan Love, Josh Allen, and who?
And Baker Mayfield, who's NFL.
What did he do?
He threw a pick. They had the ball. The guy wasn't open. He threw it over the middle. Didn't have to do it. Had time, had timeouts, tried to throw the guy open. It was the tight end Otto, whatever his name is. He does a seam, a skinny post in there. The linebacker is right in front of him, and he throws it right at the fucking linebacker. And Otton's behind him, but he's not open. And the safety's over the top. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
In that moment, you didn't have to make that throw.
That was like the second pick, the pick 6 that Dak threw.
Literally.
Yikes.
Very similar.
Yikes.
Very similar. Yeah.
Just the linebacker. You could tell the linebacker was like, we saw this on tape.
We know what Dickhead's going to do right now.
And it was like 2 throws before that. He threw a throw into that area just over the hands of like 3 defenders, and it was like, yikes.
Yowza.
And he threw the same thing. But instead of waiting there, they baited him into it.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Bull Durham when the pitcher who's very talented shakes off the catcher and he goes, this son of a bitch is throwing a 2-hit shot, he's shaking me off. And he goes, Charlie, here comes the deuce. And when you speak well. And the fucking guy hits it off the fucking ball. He goes wow, he gets a free steak.
He goes out there and he goes, how the hell did he hit that? Because I told him.
I told him it was coming. Fucking great.
It was like you knew it was coming.
He's like, wow, man. And
Who's that big guy on Dallas that just threw down?
I don't know.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Sideshow?
Looks like Sideshow. Anyway.
I'm picking Detroit. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of times I pick who I want to root for.
I know.
and at the same time, I will say this though. I think Detroit can win this game, and
Detroit can
I really
easily
hope they win.
Detroit
this game.
can easily win this game.
I
got news for you. To me, Detroit and Green Bay are very similar teams. I think Detroit has a better running game than Green Bay. And by the way, what did Mr. No, I think those three are better than those three are better. Green Bay's not Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's better than, but the collective
Reynolds and Laporta.
Remember now, these guys
and
are
the
all,
back out of the backfield.
These guys,
Jameer?
I think. First of all, what's his name? Aaron Jones is better.
I'll take Jameer Goodman.
I'll take Aaron Jones. He ran all over those guys.
Okay,
He killed them.
Gets hurt in the fourth quarter, second quarter.
When he's out there, he's better.
He's almost never out there.
He was out there the last 2 weeks, and nobody could stop him. Nobody. So I'm just saying that to me they're very similar teams. Okay, but I think Detroit has the better quarterback right now. Although I think it's close, but he's better. Goff is better right now. And I think that their defense, although Green Bay's defense held up, it did. They were in that game.
Well, they hurt Debo too.
They did. And this is the other thing.
Whenever you hurt Debo,
this is the other thing.
Brock Purdy, if he doesn't have 45 weapons.
He is not going to be 100%. If he plays, to your point, he's not going to be 100%. And Brock Purdy, to me, is questionable to say the least when that guy's not 100%.
It's true. He's different.
He's a different guy. Okay? And I think Detroit...
Brock Purdy needs at least 12 weapons on the field.
He's very average when it matters. Look, he came through in the last drive. I'm not saying I'm not taking away from him, but I got news for you. Detroit, I think offensively.
Grant Williams trying to fight.
Oh, good God! Now what?
You getting teed up?
Yeah, go talk again and get thrown.
God, he's done.
Oh, he tossed it.
Oh,
get out, Grant.
Because he had already got.
I love how he gives you the "What did I do?" What do you mean? What'd you do? We've been watching you for a half hour. He's like, "Yeah, get the animal out of here. Get him out of here." What'd I do, man? I love when they give you that stupid face, like they know America can't see it from
Jason
every.
Kidd and the clear glasses.
What did I say?
Why is he acting like that?
Because he's stupid. Thinks we
You
can't.
walked at the ref and yelled at him.
Now Durant's talking to the fans, going, "You guys spent $25 million on this dickhead. Did you not see the playoffs last year when he woke up Jimmy Butler? Donkey, Grant Williams, loser." Okay, so glad he's not in Boston anymore. Get lost. Get lost. Anyway, I also like Detroit in this game.
Oh, you're picking Detroit.
I am.
That's good. We can both root for them.
Because of Debo. I don't think if Debo was 100%, I'd pick San Fran. Because if he's 100%, Detroit can't stop him. They can't stop him.
I like them because I think Green Bay showed that they can be beat.
They lost 3 games.
Well, I know, but Detroit is not Baltimore. Okay? So I think seeing a team like Green Bay do that to them, especially just last week, oh, damn, who the fuck?
I don't know, but that was filthy. Who the fuck was
he was way up there.
I don't know, but this guy went to the 10th floor and dropped that guy off on. He went
Jones Jr.
dropped that guy off on the 6th floor.
No, but so I really like Detroit's offense against this defense because Green Bay showed you can score on them.
Well, you can run on them.
Yeah,
you can run on them.
You just threw that in there.
And I'm telling you right now,
Detroit's a foul.
Detroit's strength. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's one of my favorite players in the league right now.
He's awesome.
But their running game is their strength. And if that front four can't pin its ears back, they got a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they got a real fucking problem.
And not only can they run, they can shoot those guys out in the flat. And Jahmyr Gibbs off the pass.
By the way, here's the biggest difference. And I said it before. We glossed over it. Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl.
That's true.
He's been where Jordan Love hasn't been. Jordan Love had never been in that. Jared Goff has gone up against the fucking Patriots defense. Well, he's seen that he ain't going to be flustered by this kind of defense at all. And that ain't Tom Brady over on the side. That's Jared. That's fucking Brock Purdy. No. No. Okay?
So a guy I work with brought up a good point, though, because I said I like Detroit's line. Mm-hmm. However, I think one of their starters got hurt in that game.
Is he going to play?
I don't know. I think it was the guy that didn't report in the Dallas game.
Well, fuck him. He's an idiot.
No, but he's a starting. He's one.
Actually, he did report it. It was on the camera.
No, he didn't do this. He might have said it to the ref.
Yeah. How dare you walk him up, look him in the eye, and tell him, "How dare you, idiot!"
No, but suppose this is the universal sign.
Yeah. Anyway, we both got Detroit in this one, which leads us to the big Dukaroo, which is
the early game.
We have to get out. We have to get out of soccer.
Nah, man, we got to go.
We can't go.
Okay, we get there in the first quarter.
No, if the game starts at 3:20, we'll get there in the second half.
No, it doesn't start at 3:20.
What time does the football game start? The football game starts at 3 o'clock. What time does the soccer
It
game
starts
start?
at 3?
Yeah, 3 o'clock. If that's the early game.
No.
If that's the early game,
It is the early game.
that's a problem. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Yeah, Chiefs Ravens 3 p.m.
Yep.
Why? Why? We'll miss the first half.
We'll miss the entire first half.
Hold on, no, it's on there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll watch it.
So
there.
we're going to be able to leave the soccer field, because those TVs aren't anywhere near the soccer field.
We'll stand over there. We'll watch it from the area where the TVs are.
Oh, God.
No?
Well, we're in the building. Our wives can't get mad. Like, I didn't
Exactly.
schedule this.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, we're going to be late. We have to
We'll-
kickoff.
On commercials, we'll walk over and peep the scene. You know, we'll watch the game. I think that's compromise. What do you say?
It's worth a shot. I mean, it's going to be on. I hope.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to have the Australian Open final. I can tell you that.
If it's not on, if they got soccer on in
Oh, I'll lose my shit. I will lose my shit. I will fucking. You
this
will
is a
see.
soccer establishment.
I might be
Kiss
the
my
I
ass.
might be the first guy to get thrown out of one of these places.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
Dallas is down by 12. Ever since Grant Williams
pissed
fucked
off
around with Kevin Durant.
Don't pick the 8th guy on the bench. Pick Kevin Durant like you picked Jimmy Butler last year. Talk about a donkey. Doesn't learn his lesson. Just unbelievable. Donkey.
Kevin Booker's hitting threes and blowing kisses to the
Grant
crowd.
Williams. Donkey. Okay? Anyway, KC Baltimore. This is the matchup I think everybody wanted to see. I can't believe that the NFL fucked this up. This should have been at 7:30 Sunday night. Prime time. The whole fucking country should have been watching this game. And again, everybody will, but me and him. Okay, but or any other dad that goes, wait, what? Oh no, I can't go to that. The thing is, KC has simply not made the mistake. But this team is far superior from a talent perspective, and they are. And their defense is number 1 in the league.
And Houston didn't make any mistakes. They just couldn't do anything.
I got news for you.
They didn't turn the ball over at all.
Houston has more weapons than KC does, and they held them to 3 points.
Every team has more weapons than KC
I'm
does.
saying Patrick Mahomes is not going to bail them out of this one. He is not.
Yeah.
If Baltimore plays a clean game, they're going to win this thing by at least 2 touchdowns. Because Kansas City can't keep up on either side of the ball. And if they're smart, they will run it right down their effing throat. And with their running game, they can do just that. And if Mark Andrews plays, which I think he's going to, now there's 2 tight ends.
That's a lot of beef.
That's a
running
lot
around
of
out there.
beef.
A lot of beef running
A
around
lot
out
of
there.
beef running around there. So I've got Baltimore by at least
Stop
2
picking.
touchdowns.
Okay, 2 touchdowns.
At least.
I mean,
that's the giggle smoke guarantee.
So,
They're
okay,
going to win by
that's
at
good.
least 2 touchdowns.
That's a good one. So the guarantee is the touchdowns.
They're going to win by at least 14 points.
Okay, I like that. Because I think
All things being, I mean,
Well-
Lamar doesn't go down in the first half with a leg
Of
injury.
course.
Okay?
Well, you can't predict
So
shit
no,
like
no.
that.
But if there's no injuries, no major
I like
ones,
that prediction because I think on paper, like Baltimore, this is their game to take. Now,
if Lamar Jackson is going to go up that level, this is the game he has to win.
he's gotta win this game.
He's got to win this game and everything, just like Josh Allen. But his defense is healthy. Josh's defense was banged up. Still, Josh should have won. But the thing is, this is Lamar's time. This is his chance right now to punch through.
Lamar has the better team right now.
By far.
Easily.
By
And that's what I'm
far.
saying. I appreciate the Giggle Smoke guarantee being the 14 points because guaranteeing that as a win to me isn't that big.
It's got to be at least 2
Now,
touchdowns.
there is a piece of me that, you know, I don't know, wonders if
He wonders.
Pat Mahomes can maybe score with them. And I'd like to see that. You know, because here's the thing that Buffalo did. Buffalo really had like 3 drives all game that were like 8 minutes long and they scored on. You know, and I feel like Baltimore could kind of do that to them too. The only problem with that is, you know, if you just have like 3 long drives, Mahomes can put up 3 touchdowns.
I don't think.
Don't you think so?
Baltimore is not afraid of that Chiefs offense at all. They like we don't have to have.
I don't think
12.
anybody's afraid
We don't
of
have
it.
to. No.
Who's afraid of it?
I will tell you this right now. You want to know why? Let me tell you why.
Who's afraid of?
I'll tell you who
who's
was
afraid of Kansas
I'll
City?
tell you. It's not him. It's Patrick Mahomes. They're afraid of. This is why. You want to know why Josh Allen made those mistakes? Because Patrick Mahomes was on the other sideline. That's exactly why he did it. Because he felt he had to win it with his arm and not just do the right thing. He had to show he's the superior guy. That's why he fucking did that. That was ego more than anything else. Okay,
So he wasn't afraid of him. He was trying to.
He's trying to prove when he already did. Like, I'm already just win the damn game. Just do the right thing. And no, I got to be the hero. I got to make the fucking throw in the seam and I'll not take the check down. No, or I got to throw it away and I'll do the right thing.
I don't think anybody's scared of their offense right now.
Baltimore has the best
Mahomes
defense.
does have that magic with him.
He's never seen this defense. Not this year, he hasn't. And by the way, this is the same defense that held San Fran to 19 points.
Okay, hang on.
And they had everybody.
Let's look at something. Let's look at their schedule and see, like, toughest defense they've faced all year. And let's see how he did. Is that okay?
How about this? Baltimore beat 11 teams with a winning record this year.
Oh yeah, dude.
11.
They mopped San Fran. When everybody said
they mopped Detroit, they mopped San Fran, they pistol whipped Miami, and you think the Chiefs are gonna hold them down?
I didn't say that.
They held San Fran's offense in San Fran to 19 points. I'm sorry.
No, I'm picking the Ravens. I said when you look at this game, it's their game. Like there's no reason they shouldn't.
And they don't have to. But my point is, they don't even have to play field position. They can beat them any way they want to beat.
Yeah, I just wonder.
Here's the
if something happens. Right,
that's
something could happen.
The only way this game is close.
Fumble. Maybe he's got Zay Flowers, who's a rookie out there.
The only way this game is close is if Baltimore turns the ball over.
And he's got second-hand running backs. Yep. Dalvin Cook hasn't played all year.
Doesn't seem to bother the running game.
Well, Dalvin Cook hasn't done anything.
No, but I'm saying he's only been there a game.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. Well, I don't even think they gave him the ball.
He was on the field. He was in a couple of plays.
They brought him in and didn't get the ball. Okay, so let's go through their schedule this year. Just so we have something to talk about.
Who, Chiefs?
Yeah, I want to see, like, the toughest defense they face. So they lost to the Lions week 1, remember?
Who, Baltimore boat race.
That was a bad game for the Chiefs. That was the Kadarius Toney drop pick 6 ball.
But he had 4 drops in there.
Oh, God.
Including that.
Him being out, him not playing is such an addition to that offense.
By subtraction.
And Valdez-Scantling actually had some nice catches in that Buffalo game.
He did.
He looked good.
Buffalo's defense was banged up. Baltimore's is not.
No, I know.
They're healthy.
So then they played the Jaguars. Jags defense wasn't really much.
They're overrated.
They dropped 41 on the Bears. They scored 20. Excuse me. 23 against the Jets. Jets have a good defense. Probably not as good as Baltimore, but it's right there with Baltimore's defense, wouldn't you say? Jets.
Baltimore's is better.
I know, but Jets is up there. Right?
They should have lost that game to the Jets. You remember that game? They should have lost it. They were lucky they won it.
Yeah.
And
they beat the Vikings, who don't have a defense. Well, the Vikings blitzed a lot this year. They beat the Broncos.
They also lost to the Broncos.
They beat the Chargers. They lost to the Broncos. They beat the Dolphins. They lost to the Eagles.
I mean, wait, the same Eagle team that lost 6 out of their last 7? Including the Navy?
Yeah, that was before they went on the skid. They beat the Raiders. They lost to the Packers. Packers beat them 27-19.
Packers are good.
They lost to the Bills on the famous Kadarius Toney offside on offense.
There's that name again. He keeps popping
God,
out.
he lost multiple games. He lost 4 fucking games for them this year.
If I'm Baltimore, I trade for him before the game.
Trade for him?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
You put him out there, okay, on your special teams, or your defense or something, just to give Kansas City something to think about. He's on the field.
Like, why the fuck is Kadarius Toney out here?
No, he's to be nowhere near the ball. He's the gunner. He runs down and gets blasted.
So then they put up 27 on the Pats. That's probably the best defense they faced.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. They was missing their 2 best players.
Then they lost to the Raiders, but still a good D. Then they put 25 on the Bengals, who was kind of an average defense, it felt like. They stomped the Chiefs in the final game of the season, 13-12.
You mean they stomped the Chargers?
13-12. Yeah, so you're definitely right. This is the best defense they're going to see.
By far, and it's healthy. And all they have to do is don't turn the ball over. That's it. Kansas City can't run with them. They can't run with them. And if Mark Andrews plays, can you understand? They can't cover this kid Kindley, whatever his name is. You put Mark, the other tight end. Likely, whatever his name is. Kindly, likely, whatever his name is.
Kindly.
He's kindly to run your ass over. Okay, the bottom line is they have not had him and Andrews on the field together Can you imagine that? Oh, and then we're going to throw.
No, they might have.
Then we'll throw Dalvin Cook out there too for shits and giggles.
He's not going to do anything.
Watch this. Watch him catch a touchdown.
Dalvin Cook's had like 5 carries all year. Yeah.
That's the Jets' fault, though, not his. That's that idiot. We already agreed that OC should be gone. If it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers, he'd be sweeping the street in front of the stadium. He's a joke.
Nathaniel can't hack it.
Nathaniel can't hack it. No. So anyway, we both got Baltimore. I've got him plus 14. He thinks it's going to be close, and it might be if there's turnovers.
Well, I mean, there's that part of me that wants to give some credit to Patrick Mahomes and say
it's not going to be his fault.
He could find a way to stay in this game.
He can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't.
That's
he
right.
still has Travis Kelce.
Right.
Pacheco's a good running back. I don't think he's devoid of weapons. I'm just saying that. And the kid Rice has turned into a nice player.
He's good.
He's not like this isn't Tom Bradyville. He's got weapons. There's no Fred Coleman out there. Okay? There's no Antoine Smith. The guy's no. There's no Jermaine Wiggins. No. He's got weapons. The thing is, that defense is the best in football, and the Niners' offense was loaded, and they shut it down on their field. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs don't have an offense as good as the Niners.
Dude,
don't even try to tell me they do.
Offensive line for the Chiefs, my God, it's penalty ridden.
It's penalty ridden.
That dude gets more. I think his name's Taylor. He gets so many freaking false start penalties.
I've never seen. Wow. I'm trying to think. One guy.
Every time a flag goes, you go, was it him?
Yeah, it's like him.
Was it him again?
You're like you're shocked when it's not.
Like, no, it wasn't Taylor.
Was he out? Did he get hurt?
Didn't that happen last week? You were like, was it him? And I was like, oh, no, it was the right guard.
We were shocked.
Wasn't the right tackle.
We were shocked. We were. So, anyway, that's going to do it for segment 1. We'll take a quick break. Segment 2, all things NBA, the trade.
The trader and round the world.
Trade. Doc Rivers hired by the basketball moves have been made.
Yeah.
Moves have been made that could tip things. We got to talk about the Eastern Conference.
Kicks their coach.
Milwaukee. We got to talk about was it fair or unfair? We got to talk
Luka
about
just
this.
Took a hit.
He did took a charge. Well, he's got plenty of beef.
He got to end one.
Oh, did he?
And he fell. He got hit in the air.
It's so funny. He's got an offensive lineman's number, and he's shaped like an offensive lineman.
He's not shaped like an old lineman.
Yes, he is. And by the way, he's
big enough.
He's 6'7". He's bigger than most offensive.
But beef wise, he's not.
No, he's 280. They're 320.
He's not 280.
I'll bet they list him at 250 to lie.
He's
like
definitely
Zion.
Not 280.
Zion's $3 bills. Zion is $3 bills. He's not 285. That's bullshit.
How tall is he?
Rob Gronkowski was 285.
But isn't Zion like 6'7"?
Same height as Luka. He's $3 bills. They list him at 285. He's not 285.
Luka's like 240.
They used to pull this shit with Shaq. Oh, Shaq, 295. Wink, wink, wink. He was 325. Shaq even admitted that.
Luka's not 280.
Do you realize Shaq's last year in L.A., he weighed 400 pounds?
I don't buy it.
He said it. They listed him at 375. He was
375.
He was listed at 3. He was 400 pounds. Shaq said this.
That's crazy.
On the air. Okay.
6'7", 230.
There's no way he's 230. You think he's 230?
I think he's closer to 230 than he is 285.
I disagree with that. We'll be back. Segment 2. Luka, we'll get the scale for Luka. Segment 2, NBA coming up, the trade, the hiring, all that good stuff. See you on the other side.